Hello, everybody. How are we? Happy Monday. Welcome. It's the middle of January, folks. Can you believe it? The middle of January. God, we're flying through 2026, aren't we? My word. My word. How are we, friends? Hope you're good. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend. Hope you've enjoyed FA Cup weekend, if that's the sort of thing you're into. Or wildcard weekend, if you're NFLer. They were good games last night. Well, more up for it. We can just talk nonsense, because that seems to be much more befitting for our brand and our space. And if anything, talking about normal, sensible things, a lot of people would question, have I been hacked? And I'm not Bruno Fernandes. Oh, there's a up-to-date cultural reference, isn't it? Oh, God, I'm good at that, aren't I? 33, appreciate the sub, my friend. 40 months, wonderful work. Of course, FM Llama is with us as well, the newly promoted, qualified Twitch partner, FM Llama, that is, of course. Let's get into it, shall we? Darlo, doing a bit of ups, a bit of downs, a bit of, well, we'll see, because we ended the stream decent on Friday. Apologies for not being there on Saturday, by the way, but we won 2 games in a row on Friday, so that is progress. That is a lot of progress. And the question will be, can progress continue, or have we progressed enough and therefore now it's probably enough, let's just stop and tumble back down the table, because that could also be part of our thing as well. As you see, currently sat 13th, played 24, so less than Scarborough, less than Tamworth, Marine and Bedford. Played 24, won 9, drawn 5, lost 10, that's concerning. Scored 27, that's concerning as well. Conceded 22, that's not bad. There's only Scarborough and Tamworth conceded less than us. But pretty much everybody in the league has scored more goals than us. So that's where, I mean, Southport have scored as many. Lowestoft have scored more than us. So, yeah, we need to start putting the ball in the net, I reckon. 32 points, 10 points, well, 12 points behind Gloucester. Ugh, it's going to be a little bit of a grind, innit, to try and, push ourselves back up the table. This was a bit of a sticky period. But when you look at it, it's interesting, because beaten by Huddersfield in the FA Cup, so that doesn't technically count. Lost to Scarborough heavily, really bad result. Lost to Oxford City on the FA Trophy because of a bug, which meant that we couldn't take the penalties. The game did for us. We had to instant result it. Peterborough Sports was a defeat. Then we drew with Guiseley, beat Warrington. Lost to Curzon, lost to Gloucester. Couldn't beat Wealdstone. That's a tricky three matches there. But then beat Marine and beat Merthyr. So there is the problem with this team, right? The problem with this team is that there's glimmers, there's little rays of sunshine out there that make us think that, you know what? We could do something. It's not all doom and gloom. There is something about this team that could work. But then we go into our next match and the players go, sorry, Gaffer, I wasn't listening. What were we meant to be doing again? And then that's where we are. Yeah. So we are playing Kettering next. We're playing Kettering. We're not going to counter-attack. We're going to look to retain possession this time around. We have tried, well, what we think is what we think is a pretty decent setup, to be honest. But yeah, 4-3-3 in possession, 4-1-4-1 out of possession, but loads of midfielders just doing other things that we don't really know, like screening centre midfielders, pressing centre midfielders. I don't know, centre backs who are covering. I'm not sure. I don't really know. I just don't know. I just don't know. And I'm probably wrong. So I don't really want to question too much as to what's going on there. We've just won 2 matches, so maybe we shouldn't really question things. But then again, let's be honest. Come the end of this match, there is a good chance that we'll have lost. So feel free to ask a question at the end, I guess, really. Yeah. How was everyone's weekend, by the way? How was their weekends? How did we all get on? What's been the best thing? Or conversely, the worst thing? Or what's been, yeah, you know what, that was fine. So Kettering away. Where are Kettering? I have a feeling Kettering are going to be fairly high up in the league, aren't they? Casapia have made a bid for Gabby Large. Oh dear. Oh dear. Kettering 2 places above us. Here's my tactic. I'll be taking questions at the end. Yeah. Do you know, or even better than that, Llama. Here's my tactic. There will be no questions. There'll be no questions. Crazy Brit. 26 months, my friend. Very, very kind. Thank you for that. I didn't drink like a complete bellend over the weekend. That was nice. Nice, Luffy. Well played. Well played. The Bears come back in the 4th quarter was the best thing this weekend, says Tronny. Good result for the Bears. Very good result for the Bears. Good result for the Niners. I felt for the Jags. I really felt for the Jags. It's like, oh dear. Couldn't quite get it done. Right. Gabby Large to Casapia in Portugal. I don't really want him to leave, but he wants to go, and it's £1,000. And we get a friendly, and we get another £400. So we get £1,600. I think Gabby's got to go, Annie. Like, if we're being completely honest, yeah, look at that. He wants to play for Casapia as they play in a better division. Fair enough. Do you reckon we can hold out for more money, Llama? Do you reckon we can get more? I mean, we've got a percentage of a next transfer fee, which, let's face it, we won't get, but we might be able to sell that possibly. Transfer value $3,000. Oh, okay. Should we see if we can just nudge that up a smidge? More money than basically nothing. I mean, it is definitely more money than nothing. Let's go for 2 and see if they'll do that first of all. Then see if he kicks off. What is our weekly wage budget? Our weekly wage is £15,000 a week, and we are over. I think we're over by 300. So yeah, we're a bit high at the moment. So maybe we have to look to reduce that a little bit. But I mean, someone like Gabby Large probably isn't going to be too much. Gabby covers a morning's wage. Like, yeah, if that. Like, he doesn't even cover the cost of getting into training. How are Marine getting on? Marine are 3rd, Brit, and we have just beaten them 2 weeks ago. So, but they are sat 3rd, and we're not. So they're doing better than we are. So yeah, Gabby probably on his way out, and Tambwe staying and being very angry. So there is that. There is that. Let's put Virtue back in for Macadam. They're both pressing, aren't they? See, here's where I get confused, right? Out of possession, pressing and defensive. And then Coyle. Is that a call I've just been on? Oh, so you can screen. Right, okay. Anyway, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. Don't. Either of those is a channel? Not really, do I? A box to box, a deep line playmaker. What's his passing 9, vision 8? I mean, ooh, how deep line playmaker do you need to be? But I can't make him a box to box. This is something we discuss on the podcast this week. By the way, is the box to box is in the wrong position for any of this. By the way, in FM, box to box shouldn't be there in this bit here. It should be here or here. So yeah, Tambwe tracking winger. Inside forward. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. See if we can tweak things up slightly. We're leaving Tambwe on there for a bit of pace. Although we are looking to keep a hold of the football. And we can of course switch it up to we can switch it up to counter attack if needs be. Here we go then. I mean, we're up against 17 defenders, 1 striker, so this might be why we're not scoring that many goals. To be honest, we're not really committing too many men forward. So Kettering 11th, Darlington 13th. A win could take us level, possibly. We go above them if we score more than 2 goals, but that's unlikely. We don't have a kit clash, but we do have rain. So there you go, everyone. If you're playing a FM26 bingo, tick off rain. But yeah, sorry to hear that you're still not well, Llama. Oh. And while I say that, we're a goal down already. Anybody know any other games we can play? It's very early on, but already I'm thinking there's a problem here. I think the problem is Thornton in it. He's too slow. He's too slow. But our new centre-back, Cooper, is out for like 7 weeks, and now Coyle's injured. Great. Lower leg injury. I'm sure that is not going to be something straightforward either, is it? There's instant disappointment on the bingo card. It is. It's in several rows as well. MCG, so you got that nice and easy. It's almost too easy, isn't it? Oh, 2-0. Llama, I've been to the stadium. If you walk out the back of the main stand, you'll hit the Weetabix factory if you get peckish. I mean, we might as well go now. 18 minutes in. This is woeful. Oh well, never mind. Anyone do anything nice over the weekend? I guess we'll just try and change things up quickly. Let's get back to just talking about stuff, shall we? Sears inside McEwen. Sears, nice ball, McEwen. Looks up, no one's there. Looks up again. Oh, deflected out for a corner. This is woeful. That's what she said. Yeah. Have we won the league yet? Yeah. Yes, Tim. Yes. In a sense. Balls away to Bix in the change room at half time. We win the second half 17-2. I think that's where it sounds like MCG. I think you're right. Lull in the middle of a false sense of security, aren't we? Because they wouldn't expect that, would they? Not at all. They're all sat there going, this is easy. And we're like, that's what we want you to think. We've won hearts, minds, hearts and minds, but nothing, not so much football. Yeah. It is pretty much that, isn't it? And even then, I'm not entirely sure we've won hearts and minds either. I get the impression that, like, you know, like when you go to a fair and there's a hooker duck where everyone wins, I have a feeling we would lose. Yeah, I think we'd be the only team that would be like, we've lost on the game that everybody wins. I don't understand it. And the interesting thing is that on the podcast I was saying, you know what, we're not getting smashed all the time. We're not getting beat 3 and 4-0. I need to keep my opinions to myself, don't I? School sports day, everyone gets a participation trophy except us. Except us. We just go, you know what, yeah, no, it's just not working. And unfortunately, it makes me question the save, and it makes me question why we're here. And I don't want to be like that. You know? Thinking logically, there can't be too much wrong with the basic 4-3-3. It should be a question of evolution rather than revolution. Yeah, I mean, look, we got to the playoffs last season, didn't we, Llama? That was the thing. We maybe overachieved slightly. Maybe we played above our abilities. So, formation-wise, tactics-wise, I don't think it looks too bad. Maybe we've just got the wrong players. Maybe there's 1 or 2 combinations that aren't quite working at the minute. Maybe we're lacking 1 or 2 things. I mean, Thornton's just so slow. You know, 4-0 down. How do you sell players in the game? Stick them on the transfer list, Zaniak. But what I would say is if you don't want them, there's a high chance nobody else wants them either. The board only want top half, so we might be expecting too much. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. You know? But I think, Luffy, is where I've come from is that we're 4 seasons in, and I'm thinking maybe we need to be pushing up a little bit. But you're right. Maybe I need to be more of a realist and go, well, we were never going to be anywhere near the playoffs after only 4 seasons. After the board takeover, the board just wanted us to stay up. So, in that sense, we're doing pretty well. You know? But the crazy thing here is look at this. 13 shots, 6 on target. I mean, if you want to talk about XG, if you want to talk about possession, I mean, Llama's probably hit the nail on the head there, to be honest. Yeah, maybe we're spending money in the wrong areas and we're not doing it properly. Slow burn of the season. Have a good window, promote next season, manage to get up to 4th, but it was tougher than previous FMs. I'm happy with it being tougher, to be honest, Lulu Booster. I think it plays to my strengths, a tougher game. than a game that's easy. And I'm not sure, Matt. I mean, maybe I am coming across. It's like that I am a bit fed up. I think where it is I'm confused, really, because this is a brand new build game. I don't know what I'm supposed to do to fix things. And there's not information readily available, I don't think. There might be. I'm not entirely sure. And as I say, there's a couple of things that I'm not quite sure about. Like, I don't understand why the central midfield roles don't seem to make sense to me. I don't understand why we have to have a channel midfielder. I can't have two central midfielders, really. One has to be a playmaker, apparently, but in this division we haven't got players who can do that. Maybe I just risk it and go, you know what? Give them the opportunity to do so. Yes, we can lose some players. Yes, we can bring some more players in. Maybe spend that money a bit wiser. Llama might be right. Maybe we are overspending too much on rubbish. If we're using a DM, then we need a general midfielder and an AP. I mean, this is the thing. What on earth, as Llama said there, what do you mean an advanced playmaker in tier 6? We're not going to get an advanced playmaker. We're not going to get someone who can fulfill that role. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not a thing. Like, so yeah. So I guess we've got to have a little look. You play two CMs in and out of possession. They maintain a nice shield as they both have the same role. See, now here's the thing, Llama. You know my initial views about things like that. Double roles. You know I become a bit of a pedant about it, and I probably shouldn't. Maybe, again, this is part of the thing as well. Maybe I need to be a bit more like, look, it's going to be fine. It's going to be all right. We've done a 4-2-3-1 once before. Didn't like it. 5 months for Coily. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Right, okay. Now we've got a problem. Cooper's due to come back. Oh, dear. Um, 4-4-2. There's temptation to do too much in the new tactics, having radically different jobs for players when they're out of possession compared to in possession. It's a fair shout, Llama. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think they're doing too much different. I could be wrong, of course. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? I mean, look at this. Splitting outlet attacking midfielder. That's an out of possession role. We tried the same formation in and out of possession. No, I've not actually. That's the thing we've not done. You have one player that has the same role out of possession compared to in possession. For contrast, how my players have the same role in and out. Right, okay. Okay. That makes more sense. Even your keeper's fanning around. He's doing... What the fuck's he doing there? Sorry. Right, okay. I do like the fact, though, that even Llamas just went, look, even your goalkeeper's fanning about. Like, just, there is nothing that's working here, TJ. Oliver Calland. Now, he was good last season for us. But what do we think? Do we go back? Ben Abbott from Barnsley. He's 6'2". He's quick. He's determined. He can mark. His jumping reach isn't brilliant, but it's tough to fix on stream. Are there any trifles to discuss some wizardy woo shenanigans? Oh, I mean, there's absolutely loads of ways that we can just ignore these problems, Llama, and do silliness. We can do that. We can absolutely do that. I mean, I don't know. I don't understand why I'm the person here trying to fix these issues. I should literally be going, hey, look, I shouldn't even realize that we're having issues. To be honest, I should be like, what do you mean? What do you mean things are wrong? How can you tell? Let's put not transfer listed, loan status. They've got listed for loan, right? So an attacking midfielder for loan, and also a centre back. For loan. I'm one very much. Sorry, Llama says, I am very much one to enjoy building a slow build. As a streamer, sometimes I'm going to save and I'm thinking I need to make something happen. This is Groundhog Day. It's a good save. It's real and it's flawed, but it's intriguing. Keep up the good work. I think you're right, innit? Like when you're streaming, you obviously want to keep the game, as you say, you want to keep the game going. You want to make sure that things are happening. You don't want to be like sat on the same thing, you know, on the same screen for like weeks and weeks and weeks. But then again, there's also the things of overthinking. That's the thing as well, overthinking, which of course I've been accused of many times overthinking. You know, and then of course also the longer I deliberate. Here's the problem as well: the longer I deliberate, the more the window for backseating comes in. Done it, and it's like people going, now it's my time to shine and tell me what I think should be done. And naturally, that's not what I want. So I'll probably just ignore that. So with that, I have to look at what I've got. What can I change? What can I make work? Like, is it just as simple as having two general central midfielders? Is that the way to do it? You know, wide covering, dropping defensive. I don't know if this counts as backseating, but you should have a. You should just eat a trifle. I mean, you know what? You're right. You are right. You're absolutely right. Remember the kids you chat tactics with on the FM show probably aren't managing Darlow in tier 6. Darlow don't need 3 left-sided sweepers and a playmaking keeper. They don't. They absolutely don't. Aaron wouldn't have a clue what to do here, would he? He'd be sat going, well, you know, what I'm doing right now is I would get a double scone head inverted on a tactic twivel, and then I would over underlap with a shiddly bang. So, and then that of course would just be when you're in possession. Out of possession, of course, he would use an outverted flapple-dop, which covers the gaps between the Fingeldang and the pressing What's-It. So do you know what I mean? Like, which is easy to say, really, you know, and maybe that's the way the game wants you to play, but it doesn't really work for me because it just doesn't make sense. That doesn't feel natural, you know? Oh, as a Sporkly do? Is that what I've forgotten? Do you know what I mean? But you know what? I'm not playing a Sporkly do. It's just OP, you know? That's the thing. People who do that, like, you can tell someone's downloaded a tactic straight if they've got a Sporkly do in. Yeah. It's like, you don't know why you're using a Sporkly do. Come on. Tell you right now, you haven't got a clue. Yeah. Oh, because it works in the match engine. There's no wizardy woo either. There is not a wizardy woo. Yeah. Believe me, if there was, I'd have used it, MCG, by now. Yeah. MCG says, wasn't trying to backseat earlier, just saying your formation being similar to mine, you'll probably use a few tweaks. Oh, okay. Kev has only just gone up to the National League in his save. Really? And there you go. And he does 4-2-3-1 Gegenpress as well. If you'll permit a better backseat, only because it's you, Llama. $2,000. We've got money. We've got a bit more money for Gabby Large. It's still not a lot, is it? But $2,000 plus another 460 quid, £2,500 plus 30%. Do we go with it? Remember, giving players a role isn't the only way to influence how they behave on the pitch. I know you don't like doing opposition instructions. Found it makes a big difference. Yeah. I think it's something I'm so unfamiliar with, Llama. That's the thing. That I just look at it and I go, I don't even know what it's even meant to be or what it's meant to be. $2,000. Gabby Large's agent has indicated that even though his client is incredibly interested in speaking to Casapia, the initial offer is below their asking price. They understand if the offer is rejected. Ooh, okay. Now, how do we think we can nudge this again? Do we think we can nudge this up to 2.5, or do you reckon that's gonna anger? Gonna anger them. Let's do that again. Get 10 bruises in and kick the piss out of the opposition. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Llama. This is the bit that I find interesting. Is if the opposition instructions are the same, then surely they can't be, because they're playing different opposition every week. That's the bit that I can't be bothered doing, because surely the opposition instructions are tied to the specific opposition. We delegate it to the assistant each week. I mean, we can, but what joy is the assistant doing? We've got Cassiopeia up to $2,500 now. Do you think we can get 3 for Gabby Large? 10. I mean, we've nudged it up from 1, Chris. I mean, we are in tier 6, so it's not like we've got a lot of wiggle room. So I think to go from 1 to 10 is tricky. 10 with a 50% sell on. I mean, oof. If we got that, Secret Tony wouldn't sell him at all. Maybe Secret Tony is trying to sell him. Maybe Secret Tony is Cassiopeia. Maybe Secret Tony makes no sense if you haven't watched the WFM show this week. And maybe if you have watched it, it still doesn't make sense because I was part of it and I'm not sure I understand it either. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And I won as well. Yeah, I mean, that says it all, doesn't it, really? Is it a traitors thing? No, it's a WFM show thing. Oh, yes, I suppose it probably is actually, Brit, yeah. I haven't got a clue how I won either. I haven't got a clue. It doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense to me. It's down to Alice's mental point system, scoring system. That could be it. That could be it. That's the TJ Ball we love. How did you win? No idea. Exactly. Exactly, Britt. Any win is purely coincidental. It's not meant to, it wasn't designed that way. Certainly can't do it again. So don't ask me to try. Let's see if we can have a go against Kings Lynn, who I believe are flying high. Winning promotion without realizing is one of the glorious TJ moments. It is, isn't it? Kings Lynn are 5th. Oh, it's going to be one of those, isn't it? It's either going to be a classic Darlington performance where we do it for Coily, or it's going to be the same as Kettering and we get battered. And we try and work out what that job vacancy screen looks like. I know Matt Blade did allude to it earlier, going, you could just turn this into a journeyman, TJ. I could. But, as Matt mentions, who on earth is going to employ us at this rate? We'd have to load some pretty low down leagues. Get in, Joey Dawson. Up at the back post. Have a bit of that. The struggle is what makes it interesting. It is, Chris. And I want realism and I want nuance. One day we will win promotion. We will. It'll be 2046, but we will win promotion. Oh, McEwen gets past. Oh, tackled in the area. The big mistake was not building a bigger stadium. I think you're right. Yeah, if we'd have had a 25,000 seat stadium, we'd have been great by now. I mean, technically we did build it, we just didn't move in. Evening Ian, how are you, buddy? I hate playoffs in FM. Oh, bless you. Bless you. Which level are we talking, Ian? We had one playoff game last season. You're still celebrating the goals. The save is alive. Do you know what? Lama speaks a lot of sense, doesn't he? He really does. Remember, you can carry saves over to new versions of the game. Don't, Chris. I'm not having this in FM26. Never mind non-league to legend. The real skill is non-league to non-league. Yeah. My save is non-league legend, it's called. Oh, off the post. Yeah, non-league legend. That's what the save's called. And basically, I'm going to be like Steve Claridge. Parvin, Virtue, Grady Macken, Sears, McEwen. Good ball through. Dawson. Holds it up. McEwen. Got to tuck that in the bottom corner. Yes, he does. Non-league to league doesn't quite have the same ring to it. It doesn't, but eventually it will. MCG, you wanted realism, you got it. Darlington stuck in the National League North for 20 years. Yeah, exactly. I took them out of the National League North. It was unfortunately to the league below. So bit of a shame. Got relegated. But yeah. One of those, innit? This is the most extreme British steel save ever. Oh, it's not about the matchday experience, it's about the fun we had along the way, and we haven't had any fun. We have. No, I'm only joking. Of course we have. Of course we have. Gary says, I lost the playoffs. My girlfriend said, just reload the game and play the match anyway. I nearly split up with her. Well, I mean, look, she's obviously, you know, saw how upset you were and figured that was a real thing, and she's probably used the words of, it's okay, it's only a game, and you know, look, she's wrong, but I don't know about, like, splitting up with us, probably a bit excessive at that point, but certainly a conversation has to happen at that point. Yeah, look, I know you said what you said, but next job is clear in Italy, Parmo to Parma. Oh, that could work. Or maybe we go to Colombia, Parmo to Parma-Cedarol. Don't worry, Gary, I understood it was a joke. It's one of the joys of my former job. I'm able to spot these things. Oh, right, okay. Old Montel Gibson makes it 2-1. Oh, it doesn't? No, it's been disallowed. Okay. That helps us. And like the Dollar defense, you don't get much past TJ. Exactly. The Dollar defense is basically like water. It's breached. It's breached. That's what they shout. Sorry, I feel it's tense at this point. 2-0 up. 10 minutes to go. Am I right in thinking we might get a draw? There's a good possibility now, isn't it? Parvin, oh, look at that. Silky skills from Parvin. That Luke Chadwick in goal. Hosanna. Over the top. Dawson, he's not going to score a header from the 18-yard line, is he? I appreciate him for trying. Anderson, Parvin, touch inside, over the top. Dawson. Oof. I mean, we're looking very threatening in the last 10 minutes. It's probably the most threatening we've looked all season. Parvin over the top, another corner. My word. There we go. Turner with his massive ponytail, he's going to swing one in. On to Hosanna's head. Sing Hosanna. Now, Chris, if you've watched the this week's episode of the FM show already, you'll be very aware of the reference that Bryce Hosanna gets in the episode. I still think about the game. We were 3-0 up, made 3 or 4 subs at once, lost 4-3. Yeah, that's the thing, MCG. It's happening, isn't it? I love that you got upset and it wasn't even your game. Football arc's well easy. It can be, can't it? Like when the other team don't turn up, it's really good. Look at that. 15 shots to 6, and they were at home. They were 3rd in the league. 5th in the league, and they're like, oh, let's not bother shooting. Let's let Darlow just like run the show, which is brilliant. But I bet you we don't play like that next week. Let's kick it off. We played perfectly. We were perfect. Conor McKeon was fantastic. Joey Dawson was fantastic. Ross Jenkins being sacked by Oxford. I mean, look, it happens, doesn't it? Just one of those things. Now, has it moved us up? I don't think it has it? No, still 13th. Still 11 points behind St Albans. So, Bedford next, then Braintree, then Tamworth, then Lowestoft. How's it look? Bedford, Braintree, Tamworth, Lowestoft. I mean, to be fair, most teams are going to be above us, aren't they? I don't know why I looked at the league table and just, I wonder who's above us. Everybody is going to be above us. Stockport wanting Tambay now. Stockport are a league side, aren't they? £360. Is that it? Is that it? And then in the Championship, come on, Stockport. Surely we need more than that. What's he saying? He would prefer to go to Stockport, but he's just as happy to stay. I mean, look. We've got to be looking at that £2,500, surely. We need that. We're not sitting on 260 quid for Ntambwe. Just seeing that St Albans have made it from the Eastman Premier League and are on the verge of the playoffs. Is that where they've come from? But that offer indeed is, and I don't say this too lightly, derisory. Oh, look at that. Now they've suddenly found 1,400 quid lying down the back of the sofa. Yeah? Well, I'll tell you what, how about we go for 2? And again, let's put a friendly and a percentage on as well. Interesting, isn't it, how they suddenly have cash? And as much as I don't want to lose Gabby and Tambwe, it just feels like maybe we have to sacrifice them for the greater good. A little bit like The Undertaker would have done with Big Boss Man back when he had the Ministry of Darkness. It is for the greater good, isn't it? Yeah. Like, especially when you've got Jordan Turner doing nines in training. Yeah. Unfortunately, Gabby Larson and Tambwe are doing 8-3s. Jesse Nelson, 7-9. What a reference. Hey, Ash, I'm here for references like that. Don't you worry. Look. Give me what we've got. Look, we know that this is a thing, right? Okay? Board expect us to draw the next match, but it could potentially beat Bedford, apparently. Now, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? What are they suggesting? Are they saying that we can focus on progressing the ball up the pitch in possession? A balanced mid-block. That seems to be their answer for everything, doesn't it? Do we play the same as we played against Kings Lynn? I suppose that sort of feels like, well, same again, lads, doesn't it? Let's try that, shall we? Oh, of course, St Albans had the end of Shikari shirts, didn't they? They did. Okay, 4-2-3-1 Bedford. Of course it is, because, you know, obviously the Lelujo effect has filtered down to the game. Reigning Bedford Blues against Darlow. So hang on. So let me just confirm that. So has Kev just gone to the National League then in his save? And is he still at Bedford as well? That does make me feel a little bit better. Harvin Virtue. On non-league to Legends is at Wigan now. I thought he'd moved. Oh, ball to the top. Dawson's through. Go on, Dawson. Oh, gotta finish that. Because, yeah, I was wondering that when I saw him tweeting about a £15 million goalkeeper. Oh, Kev, the United City. Oh, the other Kev. The other Kev. Hang on, Ash. So who was at Bedford yesterday? Was that Kev? Was it at Bedford? Was he? Stream save is dated from when he was about to accept the Wigan job, but doesn't take the job, and Bedford becomes a one-club save. Ah. There we go. See, we're getting the behind the curtains gossip here. Oh, what a ball that is. What a ball that is. Go on, McEwen. Get the ball in for us. Make something of it. Oh, deserved a goal. It's the alternate universe of non-league to legend. I like a bit of alternate universe. That's good. Here we go, still on the ball. McEwen picks it back up again. He's been a good sign for us, to be honest, McEwen. And he's not massively expensive either. Parvin, again, I feel like he's done well. Deflected in. Gives us the lead. Deflected past the goalkeeper. 1-0. Come on, TJ. Someone Kev did years ago at Leamington. We brought it back for the Holly Brand deal. Okay. So hang on. Explain it to me again like I'm 5, Chris. So there's like a save point, essentially. Right, 6-5 for Parvin. 6-5 for Dawson. Right. This is a Marine promotion watch-along save. It is, Britt. You're right. It is. There's only one promotion automatic spot, though, so they've got to win the league. Right, imagine I'm stupid for a minute here. Oh, yeah, yeah. Literally, Michael Scott. Explain this to me like I'm 5. Pike back inside. Parvin. Anderson. Virtue. Dawson. Out it goes. Parvin. He finds a little ball inside. Go on, Parvin. Oof. January 2030, Kev about to go to Wigan. He saves it separately. In the non-league to university, he goes to Wigan, and the alternate streaming university stays at Bedford. That's pretty cool. I like that. We could do that at 2030. We could stay at Darlington or be unemployed. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Everyone would love that. Virtue. Great ball. Parvin. Pulls it back. Oh, Grady Macken. What about that? How's it disallowed? Who's been offside? Cheeky buggers. That doesn't seem fair somehow. I demand an explanation. O'Grady Macken, Sears. O'Grady Macken, have another go. Go on, have another go. Oof. Another go. Harley Go, Grady Macken, the man of 3 surnames. Yeah, he deals only in surnames. And do you know what? I think that's better than people who have 2 first names. Good block by Sears. Anderson's looking a bit upset. Let's get Cooper on. I'm tempted to put Pike over at left back as well. Bring Hosanna on. Oh, Craig David, that's the one. And Tim Allen. Charlie Nicholas, yeah. Michael Owen. Oh, that was a bit. Are we gonna hold? Are we gonna hold out? Are we gonna hold? Are we? Are we? Are we? Are we? Are we? Are we? Up to 9th. Back down to 10th. Are we? Maybe not. Maybe not. I think we've sat back a little bit. Oh, look at that. Defensive clearance. McEwen gives it away. Oh, Grady Macken back in again. What a tackle. Gabby Large is away. As a go. Come on. Just blow the whistle, ref. Blow the whistle. Get in. 2 wins in a row. 30 odd shots taken in the last two matches. Up into this part of the graphic here where we can almost see our team. Absolute scenes, everybody. All of a sudden the world is a better place. Yeah, I mean, again, everything is teetering on the fact that this could all collapse within seconds. That lifts Darlington right up the table. It can only be a good thing. Absolutely. In the words of S Club 7, don't stop moving. Is it S Club 7? I don't know. Bjorn Marwer. Look at that. How many games left? Are the playoffs a possibility? So I think the playoffs are a possibility because we've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Still got 19 games left, right? So it would require us to really keep up the pressure with 10 points to make up. So mathematically, what's that? Let's try and do some number crunching, right? So what's that? 19 games times 3. So 57 points. Do we minus 10? What was that? So yeah, 57 points to play for. 38. So that would give us 95 if we won them all. It's possible. It's doable. Winning the league is possible. Yeah. Right. With deep regret, Gabby Large is on his way out. And so is Ntambwe. I'm letting them both go. Possible, but not probable. I mean, Matty, I think you're right. But let's just dream for a second. Let's get carried away for a moment. Yeah. Let's allow, speculation to happen. Let us live out the fantasy. We could fluke the playoffs. See, Lulu Buster's right. We're not getting there on merit. We're getting there on sheer fluke. Yeah. Some sort of shenanigans mean that we end up there. That's what we're holding out for. Yeah. Like, if for example, another club could maybe, I don't know, get a points deduction, for example, that would be class, wouldn't it? Right, we'll put Sam McClelland out on the transfer list as well. So yeah, Gabby and then Tambwe have had bids accepted. McClelland wants to go as well. Braintree, where are Braintree at the minute? Braintree, just below us. Same as before, same style, just control the game. I'm concerned about how long we can just keep doing stuff without tweaking. Yeah. We dare to dream. So a win, let's not get carried away ourselves, a win could take us up to 9th. And that's when there's the gap between Gloucester, Kerrs and Kings Lynn. So there's little bottlenecks in the league by the looks. Oh, Sears, rise the tackle. Oh, just over the top. Virtue, O'Grady Macken. I'm not sure what's happened to Voltamada. I think is he still playing and still scoring? I think so. Hopefully that'll end against Man City. Oh, McHugh, what a turn. Cuts back in. Oh, what a goal. McEwen does a Bergkamp. That's a right goal. Look at that turn there. Unbelievable. Then cuts back inside. Defender whacks a leg out at him. Goes, oh, have a bit of that. Bottom corner. What a goal. What a goal. Still the name player up front for Braintree. Voltman. Now I get you. Now I get you. Sorry, MCG. I should have rang. I should have read properly. You know me. Reading and paying attention, not really my thing. Possibly it's Sean Waltman, who would be X-Pac from the WWE, WWF. And if it is, I have 2 words for you. Channel forward. Great ball. Dawson. Oh! Right. I don't know what's happening at this moment in time, okay? Something has happened. We haven't changed that much. I've got a centre-back who's running up the pitch and playing passes. We've gone control possession, but I've tweaked control possession to have counter-attacking on. Broken clock. This is it. This is it, Brit. We're all here for it, though. Yeah? We can all say we were there. We saw the moment that TJ got a couple of wins, and it was like, oh, everything was great. And then we can all be there when it all comes crashing down again. Stay calm. It's happening. Exactly 33. This is like the till the end, essentially. What have I missed? Winning. You better believe we're winning, Tooney. We've gone from not winning and feeling quite sad. In fact, we got beat 4-0. And I was like, oh, we don't even tend to get beat by much. Got beat a lot, and then I felt sad. And then I've had a little look, and I've changed a couple of roles. We've lost one of our main players. And then we've done 1 or 2 small tweaks. And we're now at the situation where we might be winning 3 in a row. And it's come off the back of talking about attempted murder of Big Boss Man. So yeah, could be it. Matty C in on the Prime. 22 months, my friend. Very, very kind. Thank you for that. Appreciate the support. Very kind indeed. Evening Magic paired, nice to see you. And inverted wing backs, Katie's in. Hello, my friend. How are we? Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're here for when it goes spectacularly wrong. Pull up a chair, tuning. That'll be literally 10 minutes. How are we, Katie? Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you've not followed Katie, please do so. She is back streaming very soon, I believe. And also, check out the WFM show where Katie is the unsung comedic hero, I believe, of that show. So go and check it out. The new episode dropped today. It was a carnage, chaos episode, I think is fair to say. It was very good. It was very, very good. It was very funny. We had a lovely time. Had a very funny evening watching Liverpool play something approximating football. Did you FA Cup tonight? You did, didn't you? Against lower league opposition as well, I believe. So presumably, Liverpool have won that one 1-0. And I'm guessing as well, they'll have had like a 19-year-old player get injured, and all of a sudden it's like, our first teamers are out. We've got injuries that no one else has ever got. Justice for Tom Bandali. Yeah, Bandil, sorry. Yes, absolutely. 1-4-1, but the first 70 minutes were atrocious. That's the spirit. Much like here. No. I've had my time, Tuny. I'm bored. They get too much airtime around here. Even the suspect. Nice to see you. It's great to be a Premier League team in the FA Cup. Only 7 top flight sides left. 33. Right. Whisper this one quietly. Right. I want to believe it's our year. And I've had this feeling for a little while now. And we've got past Everton, so that's good. That was the first thing. Get past the third round. But FA Cup and Europe. Oh, what a season that would be. What a season that would be. McEwen turns inside, puts it in the bottom corner. Get in. The feeling is felt here too. It feels real, doesn't it? It does feel real. Real life Luke. Welcome in, real life Luke, as opposed to fake life Luke or unreal Luke. Not really a fan of the FA Cup this season for some reason. Chris, I can't think why. You have more chance than Man United. They had the end of season party last night. Fancy my Wembley double weekend, Leeds in the cup final and Marine on the trophy. I mean, there's still a lot of time to play, isn't it? Sack Thomas Frank, get Xavi Alonso in. Oh, Dawson. That is a thing of beauty. What have we done? What have we done tonight? Daly with the ball over the top. And Dawson just a little deft header over the keeper. Superb. See, this is what I love, is that Liverpool fans going, hey, leave Xavi Alonso alone. We want him. Based on the fact that he's done nothing at Real Madrid. He had one good season at Leverkusen. Yeah. Can't believe Forest fans already wanted rid of Sean Dyche already. But it's been more than a couple of weeks. So Nottingham Forest fans don't know what they want. Yeah. Vestelberg and Luke, appreciate the follows. Very, very kind indeed. I think the thing is, though, is like all football managers are the problem, apparently, aren't they? It's never the players or the owners. Lots gone. Appreciate the follow as well. Welcome in. Am I the only one worrying why Madrid wanted rid of Alonso within 8 months? You should be tuning, yeah. That's the thing. Like he's obviously not good enough. You know, he had a great season at Leverkusen, was unbeaten at Leverkusen, won the league, brilliant. Got them playing some fantastic stuff, winning last minutes. But that doesn't always mean it's going to work and transcend into the next teams, especially someone like Real Madrid. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a different kettle of fish, that. His win percentage is really high, 71% in Madrid with questionable results. But, I mean, look, without probably overstepping the mark, I think my win percentage at Real Madrid could be about 70%. Like, surely you just pick 11 players and just go and win. Just go and win. Like, you're Real Madrid. Farmers League. It's like the Premier League. Farmers League. You know who's going to win at the end of the season. It's either going to be Barcelona or Real Madrid. It's either going to be Man City or Liverpool. Like, but of course it's Man City who win the league. Forgot you're signing Conor Gallagher. He's decent enough, isn't he? Even Brazilian Fury, nice to see you. Hope you're well. Happy New Year. 4-1. It would take Madrid spectacularly to mid-table playing 4-4-2. Maybe. Or it's doing an Arnie Slot, as it's called. Yeah. I think even I could get a 4-4-2 working at Real Madrid. Claude Mbappe can be a left wing back, right? Do that. Get Job Bellingham in. Get rid of the Bellingham they've got. Get Job in. Try and sign Patrick Bamford. Be easy. Counter-attacking football all the way. Low block. Long balls. Gabby Large has gone. He has to go. Mrs. J's in. 44 months. Appreciate Mrs. J. Thank you. Well done for doing a drive tonight as well, by the way. And parking on the drive. Awesome work from Mrs. J. If you've learned anything from Wilfred Nancy, you can't just turn up with the best team in the league and it'll all go wonderfully. See, I think the thing is that they were losing the league though, weren't they? And like, he couldn't really... he just needed to keep doing what Martin O'Neill was doing. Also, as well, is that he shouldn't have really said that he'd previously been at Carlisle. That was almost been at Carlisle. Mrs. J to return to a stream near you soon. We would love that. We would love that. Casino Square. How are we, sir? Welcome. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Pleasure to see you. Hope life is treating you well. Don't think Motherwell hold on to Askew much longer. What a fella. There's some interesting potential movements up in Scotland, isn't there? There is. Could be a little bit shaky all over the place. So we shall see. If people like it, I did enjoy it. The computer's free on a Wednesday now. This is the thing, Mrs. J. You're right. We could change. We could have the Wednesday streams as Mrs. J streams. That could work. Give me a night off. Let Mrs. J go and do some work. Further dual reality thought earlier, could we not recreate a mirror Mrs. J save? Right. We could. Okay, we could do that. And then obviously, that would be really funny when Mrs. J takes Darlington further down the line, yeah, than we would ever be. So, yeah, we're thinking about moving Wednesdays out, because of the fact that obviously there's a lot of football on, so Wednesday clashes with FM. And I was like, well, maybe we just need a bit more time to do some other bits and pieces. Go to the gym, have a sleep, see Mr. J, but then we could, of course, put her streaming instead, which would be much better. She might have beginner's luck. I don't think it's beginner's luck. I think it's just genuine talent. Be tempted to do Red Scouts. No. Unfortunately, Mr. J, it doesn't work. You can't put Liverpool on the. It just it's part of the problem with FM26. Liverpool aren't even in the database. Sorry, everyone. This has been a terrible shame. Just cats only. I'm afraid it's all we can have. I mean, no such thing as a Liverpool save. Ugh, God, disgusting. Get your own Twitch account. How's the online food shopping skills? Wednesday she's online. Your sofa sawn at Tesco's. She's just come back from doing the shopping. She does love a Tesco trip, does Mr. J. Find a load of games to recommend. Yeah, I'm sure we could. And if there is anything that's interesting, let us know, because it would be nice to mix stuff up. Yeah. The eventual takeover is happening one Wednesday at a time. It's a Mrs. J invasion. Or what we could do, Mrs. J, we could do wrestling. You could book Raw, Red Dead Redemption. For me or Mrs. J. I'm not against an FM save. You could do some games where I can swear at animals again. True. Adam Campbell. Oh shit, is he still at the club? Forgot about him. Been paying him for a year. Sat in the reserves. Just taking money. Planet Zoo is good. We can build a properly good zoo over several streams. Let me take a look. Farming Simulator 25. Planet Zoo, the Africa Pack. From the developers of Planet Coaster and Zoo Tycoon comes Planet Zoo. They've just taken the two things and put them together, haven't they? I went, that'll be it. That'll work. Yeah, I mean, what do you reckon, Mr. J? Do you fancy running a zoo? Do animals get poorly? We could have Planet Abattoir. You know, the animals would get very poorly then. Got really poorly. Mrs. J, say how long it takes to get Darlington promoted. I think that's what we were suggesting, Tuny. We've already said that. They die in front of your eyes. Mrs. J just wants the mechanic to come over. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Imagine that. She's doing the zoo, and then all of a sudden, the cat mechanic comes over. Yeah. Oh, what a surprise! He's here again. Yeah. Why aren't the big cats making coffee for everyone? So Planet Zoo's a possibility. What about Animal Crossing? You can't do on Steam. You could do it on the Switch though. Log the Switch on. What was the other one? Disney Dreamlight was the other one, wasn't it? I mean, this looks right up your street, Mrs. J. Stardew Valley, Nintendogs. I'm not even allowed to watch nature programs. I get too attached to the cute ones. Yeah, you do. Is Darlow my local club? Not really suspect. No, York would be my local club. Darlow was pretty close, to be honest. But I thought York would be too easy. So I thought let's take Darlow instead. Stardew Valley. You've inherited your grandfather's old farm plot in Stardew Valley, armed with hand-me-down tools and a few coins. You can set out to begin your new life. Can you learn to live off the land and turn these overgrown fields into a thriving home? There we go. Tuny, appreciate the prime, my friend. 6 months in is very kind. Parvin Virtue, Pike, Macadam, out to Sears. McEwen turns and scores again. Get in. Right, nobody touch anything. Don't touch anything. Whatever we've done is working. Okay? Hands where we can see them. Everyone, especially you, back there at home. Right? I've had enough of winning. Boo, it's boring. Game's broken. Game's rubbish, isn't it? You know what I mean? What we want, Tim, we want this to continue until the playoffs, then lose the playoffs. That's what we want. That's what we want. That would make it a real thing. Yeah, sit on your hands, then it makes it feel like someone else is playing FM for you. Mrs. J, would you want me to play Disney games? I mean, look, you could absolutely play Disney games, Mrs. J. Llama, I had to dip out after the Kings Lynn game. Has form picked up? It has, Llama. And we're now bored because we've been winning ever since the Kings Lynn match. We don't understand how, but we've suddenly become a monster team. And we've just sold Gabby Large, and we're about to sell Ntambwe as well. So, yeah, it's a bit odd. It's a bit odd now. And I think we're all concerned and confused. We've got no idea. Lulubus is right. We've got no idea. I clicked a couple of buttons, and all of a sudden, we're playing like Barcelona. Look at all that domination. Might as well get Farouk involved. Oh, I had some right old school wrestling references tonight, haven't I? Oh, WWE 2K25, Mrs. J. We could do that. We could do a GM mode between us. That could be fun. Mrs. J with the Farouk down. TJ, you've resisted the urge to tear up the tactic and very nearly did. Almost. Sears. O'Grady Macken. It's through. Sears. McEwen. Sears. What the hell are we doing? Oh! Incredible! It all points towards Gabby Large being a massive dick. Everyone's clearly delighted he's leaving. It could be that. It could be. Battle of the Brands. I'll just have Rhea Ripley win everything. There we go. See? One all now. This is, what do we do when we can see goals? We haven't done that for a little while. Oh, here we go. We got too excited. Nodded away, but only as far as Sharp. Take Virtue off as well. Turner. Although Parvin's not having a great time, is he? Let's put Turner on. Putting Ntambwe out actually. One all. Damn. What do you reckon then, Mrs. J? Do we do Battle of the Brands? Mrs. J is like as a Stephanie McMahon character. Yeah, I'll go to Birmingham in 3 weeks. You're right, Mrs. J. Francois, oh, good save. Also, Llama, if you're about, put a poll in Discord, I'll play what the chat want to see. Good shout. Good shout. Although knowing the chat, what'll happen is it'll end up being a draw. Hope that doesn't make me Vince McMahon. No, it doesn't. No, it makes me Eric Bischoff. I don't know if that makes it any better. A draw against third place Tamworth. I mean, it stops the runs of victories. You're right, Tim. Yeah, we need to get rid of me now. I think it's time for the sack, I'm afraid. I'm a people pleaser. I know, Mrs. J. It's one of the things. Look, it's one of the things that we love about you. Yeah. There are rumours we're in for another player. Absolutely. We've been linked with Daryl Belston. Now, this is Darlington. You can't win. You're out. Yeah. Get rid of them all. Get rid of them all. Luffy. And Tambwe's gone as well. You're a Mr. Perfect guy. Interesting. Is it Kurt? That was Kurt Henning, was it? Was it Kurt Henning? I liked a bit of Mr. Perfect. Also, Sergeant Slaughter. I don't know. No, maybe not. I like the Legion of Doom. Back when they were the Legion of Doom, not when they were the. What is it? What did they become? The Road Warriors. Razor Ramon. Yeah, that was cool. Earthquake and Typhoon, the natural disasters. Right, so Audie's gone, and now the club are unhappy. They are not happy with your management of the team. What's wrong now? What are they pissed off about? Rumours of discontent about the squad, about the way things have been going recently. Can one of you step up and explain the issue? Yeah, you shouldn't have sold in Tambwe. We're all owed an explanation. Well, yeah. Agreed. Where do we put he's too good for the club? You know, first team football. Already outgrown the club. The deal was too good. Let him go now or leave him for nothing. Even if he left for nothing, we could have given us before leaving him more valuable. Oh, okay. We've got a bit of a problem now. Oh dear. Let's try and find a suitable replacement. Okay. We have money. That's a good thing. We've got some cash. So we can look to try and bring a player in, but what do we do? Because I suppose the argument is we're winning without him, aren't we? And what position do they think Ntambwe played? Dear team, have you noticed without him we have been on a great run? Yeah. They've not looked at the facts, have they there? Right, so at 200 quid. Micah Douglas, look, we've had him on the shortlist a couple of times and he's looked pretty handy. We've already got a wide midfield, haven't we? Where do they want him to play, though? That's the question. Tristan's in 27 months. Thank you, Tristan. Very, very kind indeed. Hope you're well. Llama, by the way, look at this. This is what we're saying. In terms of since the Kings Lynn match, 3-0, 1-0, 4-1, 1-1. But lowest off now. What do we do now? Leighton's in. Appreciate you, Leighton. Thank you for the follow. Very kind. Terrell Thomas, 33 years old. Reece Smith. Harry Ibbotson, 23-year-old striker. That's in Bakre. Does Pimblett look all right? Right. Talk to me about this one, chap. Okay? How I watched the FM pod for ages, never followed you. Shameful, to be fair. Don't worry, Leighton. No, it's not shameful. It's one of those things, like, you know what I mean? Like, we've got sometimes things just drop around and sometimes things don't. It's not a problem. Welcome in. In terms of ourselves, we're very well. So thank you for coming to join us. Glad you're a fan of the podcast. For those people who are unsure what the podcast is, the FM show out every single Thursday. What's at the NEC is TJ performing. I am Llama. Yeah, just doing new stuff at the NEC. Might as well just sell a couple of tickets. Yeah. Raekwon. Only built for Cuban links and playing in the National League North. There we go. Right. Oliver Pimblett. What do we think, chat? He's got a little bit of TJ about him. He's got that passing and vision that we would need if we were going to play a playmaker. I do worry he's going to be too expensive. But could we? Is he worth looking at? He's got determination of 16, right? He's got a lot of double digits. He's got 13 for leadership, which is good. A little bit lightweight is fine. Work rate and teamwork are fine. Passing and vision, long shots. Formerly of Burnley. Llama says it's the kind of place where people photograph their food and put it on Instagram. TJ will be rolling his eyes. That sounds like my sort of place. That is absolutely my place. Like, let's go there. Llama obviously doesn't follow me on Instagram. It's mainly photographs of my food and sweaty t-shirts I've left on the floor after CrossFit. Or pictures of me looking sad after a run. Evening, Rowan. Welcome. How are we? Appreciate the raid. Very, very kind indeed. Welcome viewers. Hope you're good. This is welcome to Darlington. Where we're currently in the National League North. For the fourth season right now. Fourth season. We haven't moved. I think we're quite comfortable here, to be honest. We've made ourselves at home, and we are not really fussed about moving along. Although the last few games, we have started to turn stuff around a little bit, and we're unbeaten in 4, so that's huge for us. We've only got 200 quid back to Lulu Booster, although we have a bit of transfer budget as well, which, we could move in. Does that allow us a little bit more? What does that give us? 230, not a lot, to be honest. Not a lot. £200 wage budget is a number I haven't seen that low in a while. Oh, come on, Rowan. You got to play down here where puts hairs on your chest. This sort of thing. This is what we're after. Let's try that. Let's try Pim. Let's see how much he wants. How was your stream though, by the way, Ron? Hope it was good. Any ideas for a save? Keenan's, what sort of save do you like? What sort of save do you like? You've got the network save in the Netherlands where you're Ajax. I mean, well, yeah, that's fairly easy, innit? You know? You're going to be up there. Strength and everything. Let's just take all that off there. Star player. What's he wanting? Please, less than 1,000 would be nice. Definitely less than 2 grand. Spend the money, TJ. Getting out tier 6 is all about getting good players. 825 quid and a 2-year contract. Get them locked in. Right. That will do for me. You want to do a journeyman, but hit the slow start. Oh, right. See, this is the problem, though. If you're going to do a journeyman, you've got to do the slow start bit. That's the thing, Kanan. So what I would recommend is start unemployed and just see where you end up. Like, just see where you end up. Just take the top 5 leagues out, or go to a different continent that you've not been before. Yeah, and do it that way. Maybe start in Africa or something if there's some more databases around. Or start in Asia. Do it that way. Spend the money. Spend more money than we have to put the future of the club at risk. Love the jeopardy of it. TJ's on a slow start. I'm 4 years in, exactly. Solo, I'm playing Schalke, a bit harder, but still quite a bit above Darlington. Oh, yeah, way above Darlington. Way above Darlington. Yeah, we are tier 6. Our expectations for the board this year are to finish mid-table. But last year, it was battle bravely against relegation. So that's where we are. Yeah? Head off to bed. Have a great stream. No. Appreciate you, Rowan. Thank you very much. A pleasure to have you in. Thank you for being here. Appreciate the raid, as I say. Walsall have come in for Pimlet, so we might lose them. Playing above Darlington right now, but TJ will get Darlington to the Bundesliga. That's true. That is one of my ambitions, is to move them like the MK Dons. Let's withdraw that as well. I don't want to pay money for a winger. Guiseley have made a bid for Raekwon Nelson. Heads up about Thornton. Ooh. I mean, we've got some interest about some issue there as well, haven't we? TJ will be one of the longest serving managers, but spending it all in the same league. Yeah, and do you know what? I think I get a bit of a bad rep here, but I reckon I'm doing it the right way. That's what I think. Do you have any high earners not in the teams you can ship out? See, I realised that I had Adam Campbell Still sat here earning 400 quid, but let's free up his wages. Love how Jesse's still around. I think for a little bit, yeah. I'm not sure he's going to be around for much longer, Tristan. Eventually someone's going to come in for him, I think. Eventually. Might be by accident, but they might. Who else can we get rid of? I mean, Jesse's there. One start, 13 sub appearances, 1 goal this season. Taylor's on pennies. Realistically, McClellan we want to move out, who's on 525, which isn't that much, but we could do with getting him out of the club. Will Thornton's the club captain. He's on 400, so again, he's not really on a lot. Joe Anderson could maybe move him out. You know, he's 850 quid. But other than that, everyone's playing. We've reduced the squad size now down to literally everyone is playing. Coyley, of course, is out for 5 months. 1,100 quid. That's maybe going to come back and bite us. Hosanna's on 500 quid. Cooper is now back in the side. So yeah, that's us. Do we bring in Ibbotson? Possibly as a striker? Good decision making? Possibly determined? I guess we see what happens with Pimlet and go from there, really. But yeah, sadly, no more Gabby Large, no more Ntambwe. It's going to make things tricky, isn't it? So if you are new around here, by the way, feel free to drop a follow, welcome yourselves in. Check out the FM Show podcast as well. Check out the WFM Show, which is a fortnightly podcast focusing on women's football in FM. Check those out as well. And everyone's Discorded up to the eyeballs, but come and join the Discord. Come and hang out on that as well. Right, Raekwon Nelson's gone to Guiseley, so we've missed out on him. Which is fine, because we hadn't really thought about going in for him. But he's very quick. Oh, super cheap wages as well. Although it's only till the end of the year. So maybe we come back and have a look at him a bit later on. Well, of course, he's probably going to want more wages next year. Right. I mean, Warrington are interested in him. Come on, Joe, get yourself away. You look a little bit like Jordan Pickford, so probably for the best that you leave, I reckon. All right, Dan, it's the big TJ Dan derby up against Lowestoft. We won last time, so we've got our honour to defend. Here we go. Exactly, here we go. Exactly, here we go. You better believe it. Thornton wants to discuss personal matters. Right, Thornton, if you want out as well, then you can go. Look at him backing down. Look at him backing down just there, like, oh, that's fine, Gaffer. I don't want to go just yet. You know, don't make me leave. I've already kicked up a fuss because you've sold a young player. So I'd rather just stay and see what the outcome of that is. Yeah, that car crash that you've just created. Jay Tinsdale, we did look at him, didn't we? 5-3. I wasn't convinced. I wasn't convinced by him. Which I know is probably a bit heightest, but still. So there you go. Proof now. We're now into grayed out players. That's how few members of playing staff we've got, which long-standing viewers of the stream will know. I tend to have quite large squads with players I don't play, so to get down to the bare bones now we're into it. Now we're into it. Yeah. Here we go then. Us versus Lowestoft. Gotta go make it count. Hey, we can't be letting teams like Lowestoft come and beat us in our own backyard. One injury crisis away from relegation. One injury away from relegation, to be honest. Or one injury away from an injury crisis. Good challenge by Sears. Pike back inside the Cooper. Get that ball moved forward. Go on. McEwen. Away he goes. Go across. Parvin at the back post. There we go. 1-0. 90 seconds on the clock. TJ Ball has already struck. How are Lowestoft in the north? I mean, it's just, yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it? It's obviously the way that the way they have to work it out with regards to players, the teams that come down from the national league. But yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. With those green fences of Darlow move stadiums to Roko, I think so. I think you get a free spin class with every season ticket. Pardon with a corner. You're right, Lama. McEwen is doing fantastic at the minute, isn't he? Parvin back inside. Look at his silky feet. McEwen, Sears. McEwen back inside. Oh, O'Grady Macken. Should have made it 2. Should have made it 2. Lowestoft had an early start for this, yeah. And I bet some of them have even missed the first goal. And there's a penalty. Lisby giving some shoves in the area. Up he steps, the man with all the names. He costs £400 for his shirt. O'Grady Macken. Bottom corner. There was some doubt. There was quite a lot of doubt, actually, if I'm being honest. But let's have a bit of that. We have got the largest penalty spot in football, by the way, as well, just in case anyone's wondering. It doubles up as a bunker for golf. So 6 points behind Kings Lynn, 7 behind Gloucester. Start looking at other results now. Gloucester are drawing. Kings Lynn aren't playing. Oh, they've gone long. Blocked. Both Lowestoft fans are off to get a Parmo. It's probably for the best, isn't it, Tuny? Kings Lynn are drawn as well. And Gloucester. So let's keep our eyes peeled on those two matches. I love this. In January, we're looking at other teams' results. But how quickly we've gone from everything is the worst thing in the world to we could be on for a playoffs thing here, you know. Groundsman asked for a pitch size and you asked for a penalty spot the size of a space hopper. I did. I wanted the penalty spot to be seen from space. It's just one of those things I like. Yeah. Would you like a penalty spot or a crater? Oh, Kings Lynn are winning. So they're up to 53 points now. We're still on 45. So still eight points behind us and Kersh and Ashton. And we've won so many matches recently. We've won 5 of our last 6, I think, and we're still 8 points behind. You were the only one doubting Darla. We knew you'd turn it round. Yeah. Do you think was I the only one doubting it? I reckon, Llama, that there was a couple of people in the chat were doubting it as well. But predominantly me. I was leading the charge. You, however, Llama, you wouldn't let me quit. You believed, and I should have listened to you. You know what you're talking about. That's where the helicopter lands with the trophy on the last day of the league win. See, MCG knows. I never once said TJ out. I said it several times, but not once. That'll do it for me. I'm not going to lie. I thought you were a couple of games away from signing along with Amarim. There was a couple of moments where I thought I was like, yeah, we should probably leave. Feel like a Glory supporter. I've been away for a few days and come back when you're winning. Look at that. We've got Glory supporters now. We never had that before. There were people doubting Darlington and liars. Yes, Z. Yes, that's right. Call them out. Get a public hanging in the town centre. Every single one of you. Come on. Lie detector test. Who believed? There's me going, I didn't believe. He's telling the truth. Right? He was a string away from building a zoo. Never mind being sacked. See? This is the thing. The truth will always come out, won't it? If you were sacked, maybe you would fall up like Michael Carrick. I don't know, falling into a caretaker position is falling up, is it? Jesse Strange. That's a poor goal to concede, isn't it? We usually fall upwards, though. Comeback is on, Dan. It's poor defending. Really poor defending, actually. And now I've upset everybody. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh yeah, we did do it, didn't we? Hif to Romania was quite a falling up. Oh. Right, Macadam maybe needs to come off, I think. Swap him for... I mean, Virtue looks uninterested. Mersey, appreciate the follow. Very kind. Thank you for that. Do you know what? No. Let's keep Turner on. What a team that Farrell was, though. Oh, it was mint, wasn't it? It really was fun. All those like really, really good young players coming through that were just selling off for like loads of money. We should have stayed there. Maybe we should have stayed at the Kaiser Chiefs on the Pentagon as well. That was fun as well. 2-1 win. That'll do. Some would say it wasn't pretty in the second half. But 62% possession. XG of 2.24. Look at that. 16 shots again. Oh dear, I've upset everybody by the second half. Get the Wizardy Woos out. Absolutely, Tim. He's right, you know. Careful, Tony. Soon you'll say you should have stayed at Oxford. I mean, due to financial fair play reasons, Luffy, we weren't allowed to stay at Oxford. Yeah. Is it 8 points now? Ooh, okay. Okay, someone say you should have stayed at Central Rosario. Not their fans. Nobody said that. Nobody suggested we should have stayed at Rosario. God, that was awful. That was a dreadful move, wasn't it? Some say we should have stayed at Aberdeen. No one says that out loud, obviously, but let's pull the league up, shall we? So 45 points to 53. It is 8 points to Curzon, behind Curzon. 13 wins now out of 30 matches, 11 defeats, 38 goals in 30 games, 29 conceded. So from the Kettering result, we've sort of done all right, haven't we? January's worked out quite nicely for us. We got Fylde next, then Buxton, Southport. Where's Fylde? Fylde? Yeah. 12th. Southport, 20th. Buxton, bottom. And these are games that we should be winning. We should be winning these games. This is where it all falls down. And Pimlet's gone off to Walsall. I think we knew he was wanting a little bit too less money, I think. But I guess as soon as someone from the Football League came in for him, it was clear. He obviously wasn't watching us. He wasn't sitting and watching, which is what he should have really done. You know, if he'd have known, if he'd have just said, look, you know what, fine, I'll have a look at your form. Hey, bloody hell, TJ, you're doing great. He would have stayed with us, but no. He's gone to Walsall for not a lot more money and to be a fringe player in League 2. So, fair enough. You can't really argue with that, can you? And Leo Graham is off to Warrington. I still like Leo Graham. I know he's not very good, but I do still like him. 3 losses incoming. I think you're probably right. We're definitely losing to Buxton. 100%. 100%. Why is this... What do you mean complete? How can you be complete after, literally not looking at anybody? He looks like the Dulux dog. I think that's why I like him. I mean, not that I like dogs, mind, but I feel like he should be in cast as John Powers' understudy. Hazim Bakre. Determination of 15. Acceleration of 11. Centre forward. Where's Hazim come from? He's a poacher from Middlesbrough. Okay. He looks okay. He doesn't look anything special. He looks all right. He doesn't look better than what about Forest Green? Oh, well, we're not going to get him then. Kit Nelson, 5'4", wanted by Scarborough. Do we need another wide player? Maybe in case McEwen gets injured, possibly. Or Ibbotson, again wanted by Forest Green. Formerly Bradford. Determination, bit of jumping reach. There's not really a lot there for Ibbotson, is there? But potentially be a good League Two striker. Works hard for the team. Doesn't like big matches. Well, that's concerning. Tyler Smith. Is that Tyler Smith that used to play for Sheffield Wednesday? No, it's not. Sheffield United. 7 in 38. 7 in 39. Wide player and striker. 30. Could do with some leaders in, couldn't we? That's what we're lacking. We're lacking leaders. Thomas Bentley, wait. He keeps showing up, but Zach Potts. It's not really good enough either, is he? Ben Abbott looks all right. Calland we had on loan last year. I don't know. Do we go back for Calland? Arnold Manser? Or do we just go to Sunderland or Middlesbrough? All right, what are your young players saying? Because you would think that there's a couple of good players in those teams that would benefit us. You would think. Alex Pritchard might be sick of Turkey now. That's a good point. Do you reckon Job's not doing very good at Dortmund? Do you reckon he'd be interested? Alex Baker is out of contract. 20 goals. Scout Alex Baker. At least we've got a bit of money now, I suppose. Tika Lemba. He's still doing well, isn't he? Is he not on the shortlist anymore? He should have been. Let's get him back on the shortlist. So he's out of contract at the end of the season. That'll help. Alex Baker's just won the Player of the Month award. Right, well, that helps his case for us looking at him. Border delighted. Fans are ecstatic, apparently. So that's pretty good. most of the players are still pretty pissed off, which, I mean, you can't have everything, can you? Really, I guess, in that sense. Recruitment focus. Have we got any scouts? Because I'm wondering at this point if we're not scouting anyone. We have. Where's the recruitment team? We have a scout. One. Let's place an advert for another scout. Should we get a director of football as well? Do we need one? Do we need one at this level? You know what? I'm actually intrigued to see who could come in. And then we could almost even make it a director of football save. Let's see what nonsense they could try and sign. Let's not do that. That could ruin the game. That could make things worse than we'd ever imagined. Let's have a quick little look and see if Sunderland have got any players that we can have a look at. Under 18s, probably. It's a shame we don't know anything about them. We have to do the scouting again, aren't we? Apex de Verdicts. I mean, what a... Apex. Love that. Love that. Yes, good, yeah. Welcome in, buddy. How are we? Appreciate the raid, man. How's life treating you? Hope everything is well. Hope the family are good. Oh, that's Neil, Liam Hunt. Thing is, we won't be able to... Is this going to cost us? Is this going to cost us if we try and scout them? It is, isn't it? Do it, can you? Right, okay. Actions. No, it's not letting you do it anymore. Brilliant. Getting a Geshin is pretty good. He's the Armenian lad, isn't he? Evening, Benny. How are we, buddy? Welcome in. Joe Neal seems like he's sort of versatile as well. But whether we get any of these or not, I don't know. Joe Matadine, Tom Proctor. Who's one? Proctor, Barnett. He's going to go with Barnett, isn't he? Let's just try it. What's the worst thing that can happen? Oh, there you go. The worst thing that happen is that they'll just turn things down straight away and go, you know what? No. They're not going. Which is fine. Owned by Bristol Rovers. He's not coming to us then, is he? Yeah, no, that's not happening. All good, thank you, Benny, by the way. All good. Scarborough want Kit Nelson. Do we want Kit Nelson? If Scarborough do. He's quick enough, isn't he? Former Preston. Grimsby, Cork. Doesn't like big matches still. How much does he want? Because we might end up with a situation where McEwen gets injured. Star player. Star player's going to be quite a lot. 1,500 quid. No. I don't think don't need a first teamer like that. We maybe need a central midfielder to take the bull by the horns, or a big centre half. That's what I think we need. And obviously, centre forwards are always good as well. Does that sound about right? Lewis Burns from Harrogate. No, he's not good enough. He's not good enough. Hadman Sayer. We've had a look at him so many times. By Buxton, they're bottom of the league. Do we need to think we're better than bottom of the league? How do we find players that we don't know about? That's the question. So I've got players here on a loan list, scouted players only. That's how I play the game. Who would I know about realistically? Or would I maybe start going towards the stats over, because now the thing is, there's no reports anymore, is it? Like, you can't go and the reports just don't exist. Is that right? So scouting is kind of pointless in a sense. Is that right? Have I misunderstood that? Player reports, no, scout reports. Like, so whatever my scouts have been out doing, where are they? Because I don't think there is any anymore now. In focuses. No. Like, where's the historic ones? That's right backs. Bottom left. Bottom left of what screen? Player reports, focuses, got recruitment focuses. Bottom left, where? Here? That? Is that it? Well, so the two players that I'm scouting, that I'm actively scouting, that's their player database scouted. All right, okay, maybe it's that. Hmm. See what they've got here. Ashton Mee, still interesting. Jay Bailey. Dylan Williams. Very high determination, but he's 25. How much better is he going to get at this moment in time? Probably not. Caden Kamara still not got himself. If you click the recommendation rating, a report should come up. Oh, yeah. But like, do you remember when you used to be able to click on the scout, and then it would have all of the players that they've scouted, because it wouldn't necessarily be sat here. They used to have that on FM24, but I think it's gone. I don't think it's as, certainly it's not as accessible as it is now, as it used to be. As we're showing at this moment in time. By going, where is it? Jay Bramwell, he's not good enough, is he? I think I need to try and keep my shortlist up to date as well, actually, but I've not been doing that. Cole McGee, he's not good enough either. He's too slow. Davies, Jordan, Maguire, Huntley. Get to the top bit in it. Who's the players that we're meant to be getting? Ashton Mee is meant to be pretty good. Ibbotson. Problem as well is that my scouts could be wrong, and they probably are. Do you know what I mean? So I'm relying on them being right when I know deep down they don't know. Like, they're going to be going like, oh, this guy's great. And be like, is he really? And it's not going to be the situation, is it? I guess we've got to go with the same formation again, the same style. Very hit and miss at your level how good your scouts are. Exactly, Chase. That's the thing. Like, so as much as I want to trust them, I know they're wrong, because I don't want to just sit there and go with right, let me use the player database to scout attributes, because that's not how I do it. So I feel like I have to rely on the scouts, because that's what you have in real life. And the system isn't great. And maybe that's part of the reason that I take a little bit longer than other people. But I feel like that's how it should be done. McEwen, great interception. Oh, look at that. Pushed over, ref. Come on. O'Grady Macken back inside of Daly. Cooper's here. Over the top. Dawson's header. Oh. Oh. Most teams at that level, the scout is the manager. Fair, Coops. I mean, I'm not sure. Actually, no, no, I don't think that's true. I think they'd have an overall say, but I think they'd still have a scout. They'd still have a scout. I mean, I've put a job advert in for a director of football, but I bet you they wouldn't have a director of football. Get laughed out of the clubhouse for talking about that, wouldn't you? Nearly 2-0. Back it in with the tackle. Here comes Parvin. Away he comes. Oh, don't shoot from there. It's never going to go in, is it? It's a ridiculous hit. Shoot from distance. Discourage that. Encourage the players. Come on. Gloucester are 2-0 up. I think Kings Lynn are winning as well, possibly. Parvin back inside. Virtue. Puts his foot on it. Penalty, ref. Surely. Absolutely is. A Stonewaller as well. What are we thinking? O'Grady Macken. There we go. It was never in doubt. As I just said, they sent the goalkeeper the wrong way. I'm pretty sure he went the same way in the... Yeah, sent the goalkeeper the wrong way. You know, the goalkeeper that gets a hand on the penalty. Definitely sent him the wrong way. Who's injured? Pike. Probably a good Dad's Army reference we could have gone with there. Hosanna's on. Pike, what a stupid boy. That would be the reference. Oh dear. Oh dear, we've been caught out with a long ball, haven't we? Oh. That's my fault. We're sitting too far back. Because look. Yeah, if we were pushing up a bit, then we wouldn't be... That ball wouldn't have dropped there. Let's push up a bit then, shall we? Well, the counter-attack was working pretty decently. Getting more shots away, getting more possession. But 2-1 down. It's always the way, isn't it? Second you start getting a bit of momentum, it's like, well, it is now time to just let things collapse. Let's go back to counter-attack, actually. Let's just tweak it a bit. Let's press a bit more. Get Turner on for Parvin. Do that. Might have to go 4-4-2 as well, actually, and get a second striker on. Because Virtue's not having a very good game. Sears has given it away, picked it back up. O'Grady Macken. Nice ball down the line. Here's Sears. Crossed in. Oh, it's nodded away. Pick back up. Hosanna can't quite get the ball back down the line. Still the highlight goes. Hosanna with a corner, cross it in. Keeper's got it. Get away. Highlight's still going on. Turner. Hosanna down the line. Go on. Go on, Hosanna. Great cross. Keeper's scuffed it. McEwen's not scored. Need to get the goal there, don't we? Got to take that opportunity. Yeah, Gloucester winning. Kings Lynn 0-0. We dropped down to 10th. 10 points again. Let's take Macadam off. It's probably the wrong player to remove, taking the DM off, but I just feel like we're going to need another striker, aren't we? Always the way. Always the way. The second you make a change, it's like, right, well, we might as well concede. And you know what? We were doing too well, if anything, weren't we? That's the thing. No wonder. No worries. Good, Jeff. Good to see you. Appreciate the raid, but yeah, that's poor. Oh, it's 4 again. God. Right. I mean, this is woeful. Right, we can go back to things being the worst ever again now. There's McEwen. We have still got time though. But it needs a lot. It needs a lot of swing. At least our good form hasn't been broken by Buxton. I suppose there's that. Yeah. Because that would have been embarrassing, losing the bottom of the table, but losing to Fylde, that's less embarrassing. I'm not saying not embarrassing, but I'm saying less embarrassing. McEwen's put over the top. Yeah, this is very, very poor. Very poor indeed. Fylde now just below us. They're 1 point below us. Some say you learn from these sorts of performances. I don't know what we'll learn. I would love to say we'll learn loads, but I have a feeling we're going to go into the dressing room and go, well, that was crap, wasn't it? Can we be better next time? Surely we have to. Surely we have to. Dawson inside. Jesse Nelson off the bar. Oh. Imagine that, a Jesse Nelson goal. That would have been brilliant. Or Rabona. It's not about bringing all the skills out now, do you know what I mean? Strikers need to learn to hit the target. They do. They do, Ian. That was a shocking performance. I mean, look, we ran the match in terms of possession. We were in control of the game. Momentum suggested we were doing well as well. But just not a good performance. Hikes out for 7 weeks. Great. Okay, so there's another injury then. So there's that injury that you were talking about as potentially something that's going to be an issue for us. It's going to be fine, isn't it? It's going to be absolutely fine. We presume. He says. He says. Leo Graham's rejected Warrington. Do you reckon he still wants to move to Darlow? Nobody else wants him to come to Darlow, but do you reckon he does? I love the fact that every single one of you in the chat will be just going, no, not him, TJ, not him. Don't bring him. He's not the player we need. Graham's got a sandstorm blowing in his head. He does. Some would say you need to find the right time, do the right time, and potentially make a change. I wonder if that is a time. Bob the Builder, welcome in. Can you fix this? Can you fix this? Because if you can't, then then no one can, really. I got no fee for Max Swift. I can, but I can also break it. You know what? Fair. I respect your honesty. I respect going. I could fix it. There's a chance it'll break as well, though. There's an equal chance it'll break. So yeah, you might as well give it a go. I like those odds. 50-50, isn't it? Where's our man then? Are we wanting a right back again? Leo Graham is a bit shit, isn't he? Like he is, isn't he? Can I play the Bob the Builder theme? I don't think I can, Bob, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you indeed. Leo is a bit rubbish, isn't he? I don't want him to be. He wouldn't fit in our system either. I also need to think that. We need 4 or 5 years of development before he's a bit rubbish. I know, Llama. I know. I wish he wasn't so crap. Charlie Hayes Green. Who's trying to buy him? Cheltenham. He's total turd, but his hair is epic, and that's all that counts. Because that feels like enough, doesn't it? That feels like enough. Cheltenham in the National. "29 clearances. 70% of his headers won. 50% of his tackles won. Charlie Hayes Green. Kieran's in. Appreciate the follow, Kieran. Very, very kind. Llama knows rubbish. He spent God knows how long preserving Captain Bryn. There is that. Charlie Hayes. He's better than Thornton, isn't he? That's not saying much, though. Ended up going for a pentagon. Looks like I'm starting in Brazil's 4th tier. Oh my God, that sounds horrible. That sounds awful. He wants to be a star player. He's not fully convinced of the prospect of the club. 1,100 now. Right, let's not bother then. Charlie Hayes Green, you can go to Cheltenham. Go on then. Bobby Kelly at St Albans. 2 goals, 4 assists. Full back out of contract at the end of the season. Interesting. It's probably the National League level. It probably is, but I bet it sounds awful. 4th division of Brazil sounds grim. Alex Baker doesn't want to come to us. He'd rather stay at Kettering. Right, here we go then. We've got Buxton. Let's play the Buxton game. That could be the final match of the stream tonight as Real Madrid try to sign Anthony Gordon. There you go. That's a thing, apparently. Somewhere that seems to make sense in Football Manager's universe. Maybe we take immersion away. Simon Rigby. See if we can get him on trial, but I don't really know too much about him. Technique's good. Few countries I'm looking forward to: Malaysia, Indonesia, Brazil, Argentina, USA. I know his sister. Who's his sister? Who's his sister? Eleanor Rigby. Hey, there we go. There we go. See, because of the song. Bobby Escrit from Huddersfield. Do I want to take him or do I want to take Bobby Swift? Max Swift. Max Swift. I feel like Max Swift probably isn't going to be as quick. So let's go with Bobby Escrit because he's coming from the championship. So theoretically, he should be better, right? And he's not costing us any money. So let's hope that he's fine. He's coming on loan. So that's an extra centre back for us. Fans are happy. Okay. He's fine as backup. He's not great, but he's fine as backup. I think he looks more reliable than Thornton at this moment in time. I think that says a lot, doesn't it? Right, I mean, we don't really have any real options to change what we've got. So go on then, lads. Out you go again. Do the thing. Please don't lose. Yeah. That'd be good if you don't do that. Against bottom of the league. We don't want that. We don't want to lose against bottom of the league. That would be very TJ. That would be very, very TJ. I can't watch. I can't watch this, and I have a feeling I know how this is going. Come on then. Darlow versus Buxton. Get your predictions in, chat. How many we're losing by? It's the start of the Darlow demise. Virtue, Hosanna, Parvin, Virtue, Dawson, O'Grady, Macken, decent effort. I believe, he said unconvincingly. I'll take it, Luffy. I think Parvin's settled in quite nicely, hasn't he? Noctua, appreciate the follow as well. Very kind. Oh, pick that out. O'Grady, Macken. What a strike. There's us saying we need a central midfielder. Do we? Do we? O'Grady, Macken's definitely putting himself in the window, isn't he? Going, I could do it, Gaffer. I could play that role. Oh, poor clearance by the goalkeeper. Parvin's picked it up. Charges at the defence. O'Grady Macken has another goal. He's got himself a corner. What a strike. Great save by the keeper. Sears. McEwen. Virtue. Hosanna. Virtue. Macadam. Hosanna, good cross. Oh. Oh, Grady Mackin again. Everything's going through him, unsurprisingly. Well, unsurprisingly, sorry. Oh, another one. Man covers more ground than Prime Kante. Absolutely. Why does the game make you assign squad numbers only for them to be white on a white shirt? I know it's pointless, isn't it, Llama? It's ridiculous. Oh, Parvin intercepted. Go on. Oh, Grady Mackin. What a ball that is to McEwen. Sears. Need to do better. That needs a better cross in there, doesn't it? Daly with the header. Virtue. Harvin. Oh, Dawson's deflected. Nearly gone in. He's had an off palm where everything's going through him. Yay. He means like pooing. 58, yeah. So we're still 9 points behind Incursion. Where they're looking. Oh, let's not look at the other results. Sears, Virtue, nice. Macadam. We're quite easy on the eye now, aren't we? Harvin, Macadam. O'Grady, Mackin. Don't try and shoot from there. McEwen, just cut it back. Oh. Surely should have cut it back for Dawson to tap in. I think as long as this is 1-0, there's always the danger that they go down the other end and equalise. Here's Parvin. Hosanna. Parvin. Virtue, just keeping a hold of the ball. That's right. Hosanna. Parvin. Inside. O'Grady Mackin. It's another good save. Is O'Grady Mackin like Zinedine Zidane? Or not? Benna Cage gifting out to Llama. Thank you, Benny. Very, very kind indeed. Appreciate your support there, pal. It's wonderful of you. Ball's just floated up. Not away. There's OGM again. Sears. Crossed in, nodded away. Hosanna. Virtue. Parvin corner? Nope, offside. Apparently. It's been an interesting first half. Is Dawson. It's been very Darlow, which means I'm going to be concerned when the second half comes. Cooper, Hosanna. Anti-cracking on the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome, welcome. You found the right place here. Parvin. Inside Dawson. Oh, it's over the top again. So wasteful, aren't we? Very, very wasteful. Is we don't even have to put pressure on the ball now, do we? We can just sort of let them play it. But oh, I was gonna say when we let them play, then things like that happen. But right, decent first half. We'll take that. It's just a sea of dominance out there, isn't it? Very good first half. Keep it up. Keep it up. I'm not telling them that it was dominant. What's on the long shots telling them they can go in the area? It's not five-a-side. Yeah. Maybe they've heard that statistically, like, no teams are scoring long goals anymore, like long shots anymore now. So they're like, right, let's keep it going. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful defending from Cooper. I was worried. Daly sprays it out to Hosanna. Parvin. What a ball that is. McEwen. Oh. TJ ball in full flight. What do we say, chat? What do we say? It's a thing of beauty, isn't it? Oh, look at that. And we're intercepted there as well. Go on, Parvin. You're away. Hosanna. Just cut it back. They're not going to be expecting another goal straight away. Oh. Oh. Macadam from way downtown. Parvin and McEwen looking great. Yeah, like McEwen's just like different level, isn't he? And Parvin's, like, I really like him. I think he's just come in and he's just settled in nicely on loan from York. Interestingly, Parvin is left-footed and McEwen is right-footed, and they're playing on the opposite wings, but it just seems to work. And neither of them are cutting inside or whatever. I suppose there's no like instruction to do that. It's just seeming to work naturally, I suppose. And yeah, we had to sacrifice Gabby Large and Tambwe to get the pair of them really working. Get Jesse on for Dawson. Virtue with the header. O'Grady, Macken. Oh, McEwen's away. Dawson over the top. I mean, we could probably put Bobby Eskret on at this point now. Give him a bit of a debut and a run out. Virtue over the top. Let's do that. Let's pop Virtue where Macadam is. Macadam for Turner. Eskret for Daly or Cooper? Don't know. What foot is he? Left foot or right foot? He's right-footed. Should put him for Cooper. There, Cooper's obviously been out injured, so let's get him to ease himself in. Oh, big Jesse at the near post. That's what we want. Up he gets. Go on, Jesse. Have a bit of that. Hosanna. Parvin. Oh, giving the ball away. We're trying to make it difficult for ourselves now, are we? Oh, silly goal. Silly goal to give away. I don't know who gives it away, but never mind. 3-1. Look at 32 shots we've had. 32. That feels like far too many. Oof. McEwen again. Put Terry Fountain on, give him a bit of a run out. Save McEwen's legs. It's great. Turner, Parvin. He's gone again. He's gone again. I think we have to dial back this long distance shooting. We've got it unbalanced as well, so they shouldn't be shooting as much as that, surely. Where's it move us? 48 points. Gloucester on 56, so 8 points the difference. Parvin goes past him and cuts back in. Oh, needed just a touch. That's all it needed. That would have been 4. I think we're going to struggle to overtake Scarborough at this point, but we are pushing to try and get into those last couple of playoff spots. 3-1 win against Buxton. That'll do. Look at that. Dominant performance. 43 shots, 18 on target. That is ridiculous, right? 43 shots. Unbelievable. I'm putting that in the Discord. I can't remember the last time we had 43 shots. Like where it wasn't against like a team that was just, you know, like a bunch of kids or whatever. Like that is brilliant. Much better. Much better. The crack with Ibbotson then? Is he looking like a decent player or not? He's not, is he? He doesn't like big games, and he's starting to get some downward arrows going on. Right. Okay, that's fair enough. Let's work all that out later on in the week. I'm not going to say what day it's going to be because I am away with work tomorrow, so I'll be back Wednesday night, but probably won't be streaming Wednesday night. Thursday should be podcast. Probably Friday, I think it'll be the next stream. If it changes, of course, I'll let you know. It could be Thursday, but so it could be Wednesday, sorry, but we'll have to let you know what goes on. It could be Thursday. Who knows? But right, yeah, appreciate that. That was fun. Had a lovely time as always. Yeah, take it easy, everyone. Let's go and give Sam Adjo some love. So make sure you go and say hello. If you haven't seen him before, drop a follow on him. But yeah, thanks everyone. Appreciate you all. Take care. See you soon. Bye now.